Good morning. Hello, everyone. At the time of this recording, it is a Tuesday morning, and I made the decision to do this live kind of last minute last night, so I don't anticipate having a whole lot of people here with me in the moment. But I have a pressing topic that I want to make sure gets addressed. So that's why we're here today. So if you are new to this channel, hello, I'm Rachel. This is Merciful Mornings, and this is the place that you come for education, encouragement, and support for online teaching, and also just daily life. And right now, I have a lot of Outschool teachers who are emailing me and jumping into my DMs and kind of wigging out a little bit because after the last year that we've had with enrollments, um, it's changing all of a sudden. And really, what's happening is it's kind of going back to normal for Outschool. So that's the first thing that I want to address is if you teach online for Outschool, teaching your own classes that you've created, you know it's been kind of a crazy year over the past year. If you jumped in earlier, I've been with Outschool just since March of 2020, which is right about when pandemic hit, and they needed a ton more teachers because everybody was learning at home, right? So if you are a newer Outschool teacher and you were having great enrollments, and now all of a sudden summer is hitting, it's the end of the school year, your enrollments are taking a dive, that actually is like the typical thing to happen at summertime on Outschool because it was kind of a resource for homeschooling families originally. And then when everybody went home, all these new classes were offered, all these new opportunities for kids to learn online, and it kind of exploded. So we had great enrollments. People are freaking out because that's not the case right now. Parts of the world are kind of leveling out, not as much of like mask mandates or more people are vaccinated now. So it's kind of that's easing up. Now, some places I know it's not at all. Some places are still like hardcore lockdown, quarantined. It depends on where you're living, right? Because there are many places in the world right now that are kind of easing up a little bit, people are able to go places more, get outside more. So they're not trapped inside needing this thing to occupy their kids as much. So that's one factor. So just kind of keep in mind the transition of things. The main two things I want you to know, and I'm going to give some tips and tricks. We're going to get into actual specifics and logistics today, but there are two things I want you to remember in all of this. The first thing is your enrollments do not reflect your ability as a teacher or your value as a person. Okay. I'm honestly hearing quite a few teachers who are like getting depressed about this. Like, am I even good at this anymore? Do they even value my classes? Are my classes junk now? Like classes they've been teaching for months, right? Like now all of a sudden enrollments are down. Like, well, my classes must be junk. You know, it's not. If anybody here is going to be the drama queen, you know it's going to be me. Okay, so let's not go to extremes yet. You are still a good teacher. You are still creating good classes. The world just shifts, and there are some things you cannot control, and you got to kind of roll with it. So don't let low enrollments in your classes be a reflection of you as a teacher or you as a person or the value that you have to offer. Those are not equivalent. Okay, so just let's get that out of the way right now. The second thing I want you to know is Outschool is a great platform to get started with. And if you want to stay with them forever, that's awesome. It's a good way to get started with your online teaching journey because they do offer your platform, they connect you with students, they can market your classes, they do all these things for you. But I do want to talk towards the end of this, we're going to talk about it's not the only option for online teaching or online tutoring. So just be aware of that as well. If you're just thinking this is going to crash and burn, I can't keep doing this, it's not sustainable, there are other options, and we're going to talk about that. But for Outschool teachers who are wanting to be on Outschool and just stay there, let's talk about some things that you can look at and maybe up your game a little, improve your chances of getting enrollments. The first thing I want to talk about is keywords. And if you need some lessons on keywords and what that looks like and how it works, I'm going to direct you over to Sincerely Serena's YouTube channel and her videos. She's got some great videos on using keywords. And what this is, think about when you're searching for something in Google, right? What are the words that you type when you're looking for something? Those are keywords. Those are searchable words. And Outschool does function as a search engine. So if you have a math class, you want the word math to be in your title. If it's about fractions, you want the word fractions to be in your title. If it's for a certain grade level, you want that to be your title, your 1 or 2 sentence summary, your description. All of these things need to have those keywords that parents are going to be searching for so that your class pops up, right? If it's a camp, you want the word camp in your title. So things like that. Think about what the keywords are that go with your class and make sure they are in your title, your sentence summary, and your description. All 3 places so that it's a searchable thing. And if you want to dig deeper into this, that's as far as I'm going here. But if you want to dig deeper, head over to Sincerely Serena. I'll try to link a video of hers because she explains this really well. The next thing is Outschool does send out emails periodically on the most searched for topics, or if there's a particular age group that's favoring ongoing classes over one-time classes, or if they're favoring camps over everything, or arts and crafts are most popular with this age group. They send out emails like that. Now, it's not the email that we used to get where they listed every single topic that was ever requested by a parent. Those could get kind of crazy. I'm not mad about the shift, really. They are condensed more. There's not as many things listed, but it lets us know just kind of the statistics of like this, coding and tech classes are being searched for 233% more than they were before. And those are classes that are really popular right now, right? So that's helpful to know. So be sure you're getting and checking your emails. If you're not getting those updates, go into your Outschool profile and check your email settings, okay? Because you want to make sure you're getting the emails that say, hey, this is what's popular. So if there's something like that that pops up and they say this is a popular topic or a type of class, and it's something you enjoy. Now, don't go grabbing things that you don't love, okay? If you try to teach a class that doesn't light you up, nobody's going to enjoy it, right? You want to stay in your lane. But if there's something mentioned, like if you love arts and crafts and they say, hey, arts and crafts are super popular right now, and you don't have a great class for that, make one. And if they say ongoing camps are also the most popular right now, make an ongoing arts and crafts camp for the age group that you want to teach and see how it goes. Put it out there, right? So keep in mind what they're recommending. Make sure those keywords, right, are in your description and title and all that, and see how that goes. You got to try new things. So if you're saying my classes aren't really enrolling, well, what are they recommending? What might be enrolling that you could do and you would enjoy? Give that a shot. So that's something else you can try. One other thing I want to recommend within the Outschool platform is the availability feature. And if you're not familiar with this, I do have an earlier video. They've tweaked it a bit since then, which it's been good. But I'll link that video as well. But the availability feature basically says you go in and say, I'm available these times, these dates. So if a parent requests a class during that time, book it. Just book me a class. Even though I don't have one open at that time, you can go ahead and Outschool will book a class for you when a parent requests it because you've said you're available. Now, this does also mean if you said you're available, they'll book a class. So you better be available. Don't just open it all up if you can't actually teach. So if you don't have a pretty consistent schedule where you are available similar days and times each week, it may not be a good thing for you. But if you are, you can open that up. And they've added the new feature just recently where you can select certain classes for them to exclude. If there's a certain class you don't want booked automatically by a parent, you can check that and exclude it from your availability feature. That's brand new as of summer 2021. So be sure and look into that and see if that's something that might work for you. I personally do not have that turned on because every day, every week is different for me. I'm not available at all the same times and dates. But if you have a pretty consistent schedule, that's a great way to get booked for classes that you may not have had open already. And the last thing, because I'm keeping this short today, is there are other options. Outschool is a fantastic platform. I will sing its praises all day long. I love it. It's growing. I do think it's just the seasons of insanity with the pandemic and the way the world is right now. School year, summer shift, there's just a lot of transition right now. So, do I think enrollments will stay low forever? No. Are they low for everyone right now? No. So, just kind of play with those things we talked about, and it is a good place to continue offering your classes. But know that there are other options. There are so many platforms, and I'm not even talking about like online ESL. I'm talking about other options for offering your own classes that you create, that you love, on your own schedule, setting your own prices, all of that. There are so many options. And this is part of what I'm talking about in the masterclass that I offer. It's called Overworked, Underpaid, and Stuck, which is basically how teachers have been feeling. I want to get past that mindset as a teacher and realize the truths of being a teacher, what it should look like, what it can look like, what I've discovered it can be. I thought all those other truths as well as a teacher, and I've figured out it doesn't have to be that way. And if you're an online teacher, you've seen that as well. So we talk about some of these other options, other ways that you can make income, set your own schedule, things like that outside of just Outschool. So I have one live offering left of this as of the recording today. So if you're watching this after the fact and after what I'm about to mention, I'm hoping to make it where it's available more frequently. So that link will be below. But do know I've got an opening for tomorrow, Wednesday, June 9th. 2021, there's one class left. So if you're interested in hearing about that, come to my masterclass and we're going to talk about things like that. And then also, I have a digital course that, again, we're doing live enrollment right now, and CART closes this Thursday, the 10th, June 10th, 2021. It's called Love What You Teach. And yes, Outschool is like a component like this of that course. We talk about how to go from just getting your course ideas all the way through course creation, what platforms are available to teach it on, ed tech tools you can use, and then how to grow your online business as a teacher. So it's all in that one course. I've condensed it down into one course from all the coaching sessions I've done and all the things. So if you're interested in looking at that, you want to go to mercifulmornings.com/enroll. That gives you all the details about the course. For right now, because I do live coaching with it, that option's available. I am closing the doors on this launch for June. It's on June 10th. Yes, June 10th is when the last time to enroll. So I'm hoping after the fact it'll be available again. So just go ahead and check the link. You can either jump in for this cohort, or if it's after that, get on the waiting list, or it might be available and open again, depending on when you are watching this. So, oh, I had a hi from Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Thanks for jumping in and saying hey. Like I said, this was a total last minute. I just wanted to put this out there for people who are having a hard time right now. It's rough when you are trying to rely on something for income and it's not consistent. And that's one of the things I say the most in this course, in Love What You Teach and in my masterclass. You can't have all your eggs in one basket. Outschool is a great, great option and I love it. But I want you to know all the other options that are there as well. It's not the only thing that you can be doing to do what you love and to make more money from home and to set your own schedule. Those are things you can do many different ways or on many different platforms. So if you're interested in that, email me. My email is, oops, that's my website. There we go, mercifulmornings@gmail.com. Email me, go to those links. I'll be sure those are in the description below so you can sign up if you'd like, check them out. And I think that's it for today. I hope that was helpful. If you have further questions, drop them in the comments. I always check back and want to answer any questions you've got, or just email me. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you're having a great week and happy summer. Happy teaching. Bye, guys.